Hello everybody, Lotte for Life here, bringing you guys a brand new video, and it is another interesting one. We got a bit of fan mail this time. I believe this is from Jay. He sent it to me after we had that chat a few days ago and everything. Actually, it was like earlier this week. And guys, I apologize if you hear a dog barking. It is my neighbor's. He won't shut up for some reason. I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. But however, let's go ahead and get this open. Don't know what else to really say other than I want to get it open and see what we got here. Try not to show his address and my address on the front, so I don't want that happening. Alrighty, looks like there's a letter. Might just be a packing slip for all I know. It's a freaking poem. What the hell? It's a freaking poem. God dang it, Jay. Okay, so roses are red, violets are blue. The chaotic Discord loves clay goods, and so should you. Enjoy the cards and good luck. I also sent some sleeves as well, so you would have something to put your valuable cards in. Ah, thank you, dude. Cool. Oh, God. A freaking poem. Not something I was expecting. Let's see here. Got a good laugh out of me, that's for sure. Oh, God. This tape. There we go. There we go. Ooh, wow, what the hell? Dude sent some singles, too. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, not singles. Sleeves. Huh, I thought those were top loaders or something. Let's see. Okay, yeah, they're just different types of sleeves. He sent some chaotic sleeves. These are stupid hard to find too nowadays. You can still find some sealed packs of like 50, but which is funnily enough, I don't think enough for a full deck. And we got some other sleeves. That's actually like really handy too, because I never have enough sleeves. At least for chaotic sized cards. I have way too many for Yu-Gi-Oh ones. Like, good lord. So, for the packs he sent, we got Zenith of the Hive, 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 Zenith of the Hive. Nothing but Zenith of the Hive. I'm good with that. Zenith of the Hive was... I know like people consider it to be the worst set in the game, but however, and honestly it probably is, but it holds a special place in my heart since Zenith was my first set. My first pack was Zenith of the Hive. My first card was Ornithor out of it. We might pull him out of here. And my first super rare, which was actually in my first pack, was a card called Infight. A pretty crappy attack card, but not half bad. So, I say pretty crappy and then I say it's not half bad, but not half bad for first pull. Especially back then. It wasn't half bad back then, I would say, but definitely bad by now. So, first we got the Mandiblure's Crown, Reverberate, Gear Glissando, flip target battle gear face up or face down. Pretty good music for Mepedians overall, I would say. A Parasite Token, these are always so cool. Muse's Edge, one of my favorite zero drop attack cards just for general purposes. Boosts your dude by 10 for every discipline, and then if your creature that you played it with is a Muge, it does 10 damage. Pretty good. Song of Shelter, I have so many of these. Dasanen, Infectious Melody, and Kamagareth. The Centipede Lady. Probably for the best that Chaotic did not come out nowadays, but I don't know. The internet's a wild, wild world now. Hey, Ornithor. there's my first card, Ornithor, Waterproof 10. I hope everybody was getting the joke that I was making, but I don't know. If you ever heard of Mon Musa, you know what I'm talking about in terms of Kamagareth. We got Mandiblure's Crown, Queen's Gate, Scout Strike, Tassinel. Ooh, super rare. One that I have never seen before, Magician's Steel. 0 damage, 0 water. If your creature has water, your engaged creature loses elemental type water until end of turn. Then you remove a Mugic counter from your opposing engaged creature, and if you do, your engaged creature gains a Magician counter. And that's pretty cool. You get to steal a music counter by, well, getting rid of your water element. I like that. It's not particularly great, but it is pretty handy in certain circumstances. And since it does technically do water damage, you could, you know, do, well, water damage if you have, like, Water 5 or something. Because I think damage is applied before the effect, something like that. Let's see here. We got Dubin, Scout's Monocular, Song of Resilience, another Parasite token, Melody of the Meek. Choose a target creature with 30 or less scanned energy. Till the end of turn, any damage greater than 10 from a single source deals to that creature is reduced to 10. Pretty neat. Björk. Desecrate the Land. I remember always like really liking the artwork of that card, but it's just not a particularly great attack card. I mean, it's nice and all, but like a 2-drop that doesn't really do much damage unless... even if... I mean, it's nice because if you have another copy in your graveyard, your discard pile, I should say. Sorry if I use Yu-Gi-Oh! Terminology. I'm bad about that. You get to heal your creature by 10 energy, which is pretty nice. Let's see here. We got Agror, Geltad, Queen's Gate. I can't help but think of the video game. If you've ever heard of a series called Queen's Blade, there's a PSP video game named Queen's Gate that they basically was just, they took like all the most well-known waifus from a bunch of different fighting games, like Dizzy from Guilty Gear and Mai Shiranui from crap, I forgot its name, Fatal Fury, and just put them in an RPG. And stuff like that. Has the same title, Queen's Gate. I've heard it's a pretty good game. I don't think there's an English version, but I digress. I know it's never been released in English, but I'm sure there's a fan translation of it. Gear Grind. I loved this card as a kid because, A, get rid of your opponent's battle gear, and then one of my favorite cards to use back then was a card called Supercharged Alternate, which when it's activated, you get to choose a discipline and increase it by 100. I believe it's by 100. I can't remember. Until like the end of the turn and everything. And then, well, generally speaking, you only get it once. But if you use Gear Grind with it, you can keep doing it. Nowadays, though, I mean, there's better things to use with it. But Gear Grind's not a half-bad attack card in my opinion. Then we got Debani, another pretty good Muge for the Mepedians. Some just standard other guys. I have pretty much everything from this set, I believe. I mean, obviously not Magician Steel, considering I hadn't heard of it. But there's not much out of this set that that I'll get excited for. Let's see here. Dajhoon, Baylane, Gear Kosando, Freeze Flash, Hive Unsung, deactivate Hive. You may pay a music counter, Mepedian music counter when playing Hive Unsung, and if you do, return Hive Unsung to your hand when it resolves. That's kind of funny. These specific counter cards, though, were a big issue with the game. I mean, they're kind of cool in that, yeah, you have these counter cards to, like, popular strategies, and you can account for that when deck building and, like, whatever the meta was. Wow, that is glossy. Like, look at that reflection. But, however, since there was no siding in Chaotic, cards like this were basically useless. Because what if you were in a tournament and you dueled against nothing but, like, Underworld or something? This would be a dead Mujic card for the most part, you know? I mean, so, yeah, it does kind of suck. Oh, Ultrader. He's a pretty cool card from back in the day. Commanders you control gain Fire and Recklessness 5. Ultrader may not gain Mujic counters. And he's a commander, so he gets Fire, and he also has Recklessness 5 just by himself. He's kind of nice, too, because he gives the other like commanders Fire and Recklessness 5, so... back then, using him with like Takinam so she could actually have fire was pretty nice. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Getting another super rare I like that. And some other cards, Jail. Or Jaw. I don't know how you pronounce it. Alrighty. Got Scout's Monocular. Another card, Reverberate, one of my other favorite cards when I was a kid, just because it was nice for having that damage. I don't use it nowadays, like, ever, but oh well. We got Serenade of Subordinates, Pay 2, target creature loses 50 in the discipline of your choice until end of turn. Target creature gains 50 in another discipline of your choice until end of turn. Nah, not too keen on that. Stricto, I remember thinking this thing was so cool as a kid. Hive Destruction, just deactivate Hive. There's so much like anti-Danian stuff in the Danian set, it's weird. Hey, Supercharged Alternate came in the same set as Gear Grind, that's kind of cool. Demolition, another anti-Danian card. It's kind of funny, like, Zenith of the Hive was all about boosting Danians, and to be fair, it did kind of do a bit, because Dawn of Param, in just Dawn of Param format, Underworld and Overworld were like the kings. If you wanted to mess around with Mepedian and Danian, you were basically going to get destroyed. And then Zenith of the Hive came out, didn't do much, but it actually made it to where Danians could play. Mepedians still were pretty useless, and then it wasn't until Silent Sands and Mepedians got a bunch of boosts that they were actually like relevant with like the War Beasts. Moving on. Another Gear Grind, cool. I wasn't sure if I even had 2 of them nowadays. Debani again, Hewn Marquad, Demolition, Switch Rift. There we go. Would be cool if I could pull an Alexia, but I kind of doubt it. I do have an Alexia, so I'm not going to be upset if I don't have her. Mount Pillar Reservoir is one of my favorite water locations because, water and it, oh wait, no, I'm getting it mixed up with the other Mount Pillar Reservoir. Darn it. Oh, hey, Elemental Pauldrons. I really like this card. Okay, so equip creature gains 5 energy and 15 power, and then if your creature is an elementalist, it gains the elements of everybody in your team. So it's really handy for like elemental focused overworld decks and stuff, which makes like really fun for some really fun decks and everything. Really like it. Hey, Infight, cool. I pulled that too. First ever super I pulled back in the day, and out of my first pack from when I was a kid. It's a 4-drop, super rare, 20 damage. If opposing engaged creature is Danian, activate Hive until end of the turn. Hive may not be deactivated this turn. It's kind of cool for what it does, but it's not particularly great. Sort of Kayat, some other stuff. Ugh, my legs. Okay. Yeah. Mount Pillar Reservoir, Song of Resilience, Hyphoon, Parasite Token, so many of those. Serenade of Subordinates, Stricto, Demolition, Switch Rift, Swasa. Mount Pillar Reservoir, Dubin, Queen's Gate. I can't stop thinking that game now, dang it. Dissonance of Distraction. Target creature loses 30 into discipline of your choice until end of turn. Now, why would you play the other music that came out in this exact same set that drops by 50 and then gives your that same creature 50 and another thing? And you could just do this and drop by 30. I know there's like a 20 difference and that can be relevant from time to time, but like overall, I would just play this over that other music, and even then, I don't know if I'd play either. Yondef, Danian, Elemental Coral, Elemental Denial. Just get rid of elements, Snarfall. So fun. Alrighty. Mandiblore's Crown, Mount Pillar Reservoir, Accelerated Unity. This is kind of a cool card. I feel like it should be a 1-drop, not a 2-drop, but I digress. Basically, it does 5 damage based on how many different tribes you have in your team, which means after the Marillions came out, you could do theoretically 5. Unfortunately, the tribe lists did not count as a tribe themselves, I believe, so they do not count towards that. So no, you cannot do 30 damage with this card, which does suck. So you should be able to do 25 though if you're playing a 5-tribe deck, which is kind of fun to mess around with. But however, it's a 2-drop. It's not really worth it. It should have been a 1-drop and it would have been playable. Composition of Concentration, Song of something. Oh, Como, cool. I'm actually, I forgot he was in this set. Como and Como Assimilated, I believe, are both in this set. Como, I feel, is overall better. He has really high energy, he has air, and then he's one of the few Mepedians to innately have invisibility disarm. Invisibility disarm is only on like 3 or 4 Mepedians, if I remember correctly, and Como is objectively the best one. Ribian is the second best, and while he has overall better stats, I believe, Ribian has like half the energy that Como has, so he's a terrible fighter. But Como has really good energy, really good stats all around, air, range and swift, and invisibility disarm. And then if you happen to be going against a Danian deck, he does invisibility strike 20 against nobles, which is just really good. And so that makes him objectively the best Danian with invisibility disarm. And disarm almost never comes up because, again, there's only 3 of them that have it. And so if you don't know what it does, basically at the start of the battle, your opponent's creature's battle gear does not flip up. So that can really cripple a deck. Like if you are battling against a overworld deck and you know like your opponent has like Maxor Protector of Param, you know they're going to have that Zerium armor on that Maxor, you can attack him with Como and take him out before you can flip over that Zerium armor. So that's really, really handy overall. And makes Como a really, really valuable asset for Mepedian decks. In my opinion, at least. I know some people aren't really big on it, but that's just my general opinion. Now, obviously, if you're playing like the core, beat down with Ninrin and everything, you don't really need to worry about that, but I digress. Still, probably the best super I've pulled, honestly, out of this. I love it. And I'm really happy, too, because my Como that I do have is damaged. I don't know how it got damaged, too. It just, I happened to notice it the other day while recording a video. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. Oh, everything's upside down. Scout's Monocular, or it's just that card. Agror, Reverberate, Queen's Gate, Slafura. Oh, another. Wow, we got a bunch of super rares. I love it. Okay, no ultras, but we got a bunch of supers. That's pretty cool. The Darkened Dunes. I love the artwork of this card. It makes me think of Lovecraft for some reason. Look at that. So cool looking. I swear, like Param, if I could go to any fictional world, it would be a tough choice between Param, Gillanor from RuneScape, and oh dear lord, come on, Tamriel from Elder Scrolls. Like if I could go to any 3 like other fictional worlds, it'd be one of those 3. It's a tough pick, and Param's just so cool. I just want like a map of it so I know where all these locations are. God dang it. So that is the opening. Pretty good overall, I would say. We didn't get any ultras. I honestly don't even know what all the ultras in this set are off the top of my head. The only one I really know is good old Alexia, and I'm not even sure she is the best ultra in the set. I'm pretty sure she is. I feel like I'm forgetting someone else though. I don't know. So for the supers, we got Magician's Steel, Ultra Infight, Como, and Darkened Dunes. 5 supers. That's pretty good out of what, like, God, I didn't even count how many packs he sent me. What, like 15-ish? So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay guys, so thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope to do more pack openings in the future. I can't guarantee anything. Packs are not cheap nowadays, but I will try, especially since I know you guys like it so much. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day after your birthday, happy birthday, and see you all later. Peace out. Thank you all for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please consider rating, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. It all goes a long way to helping out me and my channel. And also, if you do, please consider following me on social media, as well as also checking out my other channels. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Peace out.